How's everything going for you guys over there? You guys are open and getting back at it right now.
Yeah, we are open and rolling. We just don't have many customers. We have a gym that's dependent upon international travelers. All the gyms that, all the students, I'm sorry, that train at my gym are from other countries. So they have to fly in to train here. And you can't fly into Phuket right now. So obviously that's a bit of a problem when you get a business that relies 100% on foreign foreign students. So yeah, we're waiting on the airports to open up and get back to normal. But there is a lot of people that are still here and been through the quarantine, and a lot of our guests that are long-term, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. We have a guy re-up, actually a couple guys that are re-upping for another year after they've been here for 1 year. So they're here. So we definitely have people, but it'll be a lot better when the airport's open and we can get all of our guests back.
What about yourself? What are you working on at the moment? Because you got the podcast. I mentioned the setup there looks great. You got Savage Life Media. I know that you like to go and create content as well. So what kind of things are you looking at the moment? Also, the development of AKA is looking very exciting as well.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, man. The constant development of AKA. First of all, I'll go in order. So first of all, I went through an audit and cleaned up my entire company, my entire business. Being shut down and having to actually shut my company down was an absolute amazing time for me to sit back and figure out the mistakes and the problems that we have been having that I wasn't aware of or that I wasn't paying attention to because they weren't that big. You get complacent when you have a successful business that's doing okay and things are smooth and there's a lot of customers, a lot of people, and you're super busy, and you get complacent in fixing problems, which is something I learned a lesson as a businessman that I will never ever let happen again. I was very complacent, and I didn't always double check to make sure everything was going 100% how it should be and improving upon that as far as with my education and my extended learning that I'm always trying to do and educate myself. And so I was very complacent. We had a record-breaking January, February, March. We're super busy, super complacent. We had a lot of, and then once the gym got shut down, I obviously had time to audit the entire company from start to bottom and found that we had a lot of problems on the website. We had a lot of problems with the SEO. We had a lot of problems with protocol. We had a lot of problems with how we handle customers. We had a lot of problems, so many problems, luckily we still remain the highest rated gym in the world and our customers were happy and we delivered the product correctly. But on a business end, we weren't doing everything we should. So it was a great time to sit back and fix those problems. So that was the first thing I focused on. And moving forward, making things better, including our media, our content. As you can see on our Instagram, our videos took a huge leap in their production quality. It's like a production company. Like we literally have, an amazing amount of equipment in our production department. So, everything from multiple drones to every type of GoPro, 2 GH5s. Sony camera. We have everything. So, media to me has always been the most important thing because I'm very fascinated with media and content creation. I'm very fascinated with filmmaking in general. And then 2, that is a huge way we've marketed our gym and got our gym to where it has been so popular and so, I guess, successful to that degree in such a short amount of time, because we've been able to showcase with video content what we have, what's available, what Phuket has, and what's available in the best way possible. So we made leaps and bounds on our video quality, content department, everything, and we are continuing to do so in that front. Also, I brought back the podcast. So after 9 months hiatus, I brought back the podcast and decided that not only is it something I want to do and I can make time for, that I enjoy a lot, but it's something that helps the gym as well. Obviously, if you've seen an episode of the podcast, the only sponsor of the podcast is AKA Thailand, my gym. So it gets a lot of people talking about the gym. Most of the guests, which are big name guests, have either been to the gym or heard about it, so we get in conversations about it. So it obviously helps the gym, but more importantly, it's fun for me because I'm in Thailand and I'm away from all my friends. A lot of these guests that are big name guests are big names, but they're my friends. These are guys that came in, we trained together since we were, having 1 or 2 fights, 3 fights, 4 fights, 5 fights, and grew together. I remember when Daniel Cormier first came to the gym, his first day, he went to the hospital. We went to a Nickelback concert, me and Koscheck and Thompson and Bob Cook and Javier, or I don't know if Hob went or not, but we're friends with those guys. And we went to a Nickelback concert after training, and DC had to come way late because he went to the hospital because he overexhausted. He overheated. He trained too hard, and we pushed him too hard, and he literally had to go to the hospital. He was so embarrassed. It was just so funny. It's nothing to be embarrassed by, in my opinion. You work so hard, you have to go to the hospital. Very few people can even do that. Most people quit before they have to go to the hospital. Most people quit before they throw up. But he went to the hospital, and and to see him grow from that to now he's about to fight Miocic for pound for pound greatest fighter, heavyweight fighter of all time accolades. Like literally the best fighter heavyweight on the planet ever. Like you can say boxer, you can say kickboxer, you can say Muay Thai, you can say whatever you want. But when you say fighter, like legitimately fighter, there's only one way you can be the best fighter, and that's be a UFC champion, an MMA fighter, as far as being the best. And so when you're the champion of the world in the heavyweight division and you've beaten everyone like he has, to see him come from there has just been incredible for me. It's been so awesome. So anyway, getting back to that, having the podcast and being able to talk to my friends, being able to talk to new people that I'm fans of and following is just fun. And so that's good. And that's been full speed ahead. I've done probably 40 episodes in just 3 months or something with guests. Like I'm packed. I'm almost every 2 days I'm doing a podcast with a new guest. And so that's fun. And then I'm working on the Akati build, the extension of AKA Thailand. It's going to be 100% exclusive. This is something I can talk a little bit about, but it's a little bit under wraps, but it's going to be something that's never been done before. And this is going to cater to my most exclusive clientele. If you can imagine kind of a supreme version of AKA Thailand. So we have AKA Thailand, which is already looked upon as one of the, it's obviously the highest rated gym, and it's one of the best, in my opinion. I'm very biased, but one of the best gym resorts in the world. I put a lot of time and effort into making sure it's the cleanest, the nicest, the most sophisticated, state of the art, best location, best everything. Obviously, best service, number one. But this new Akati build is going to be bonkers, like something that's never been done before. I'm getting permits for a helipad to land a helicopter on site, literally right in the middle of our property between AKA Thailand and the new Akati build. We're doing a ocean view, second floor basketball court. We're doing a full Muay Thai area. We're doing a spa. We're doing something very unique on the top floor, which is ocean view at 360. It's the 3rd floor, and it's going to be really crazy. And then we have 2 more training areas. So it's going to be just 100% exclusive gym that's going to be catered to like the elite clientele that want to come here, which we get a lot of. We've had a lot of really, really elite clientele come through here. And this is kind of giving back to those guys, something that's never been done. You go to a hotel, you can get a hotel suite, you can get the penthouse suite and live like a king and have the best room. You can go and rent the best yacht and get the most exclusive luxury yacht for your family and enjoy that. You can get the nicest car when you rent a car, the most luxurious, nicest car, so you can have that experience. But what's never been done is you can't have your own exclusive sports combat facility that is completely state of the art from top to bottom, ocean view, mountain view, in the tropics of Thailand, and one of the, as far as foundation, one of the best gyms in the world. And I'm going to provide that. So that's taken a lot of work. That was just like AKA Thailand, designed start to finish by myself, drawing on paper, brainstorming ideas, months and months and months of work. We've got all the plans done. We've got all the land excavated, which is obviously grown back in the last couple of months. But that is something that's on the tables. And so that's some of the things I've been working on. I've been full speed ahead. And no end in sight, man. Just it'll be great when the customers come back, but I'm not going to ever waste time and just sit around.
It sounds pretty amazing, man. I don't know if you're aware, I'm a huge AKA fan. I absolutely love the facility. I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford the new one, but this is something that came to you when Dan Bilzerian was over, because I know that he loves to train there, and you've been over to his place in the States. Is he the kind of clientele that you had in mind?
Dan is definitely going to be he's definitely going to be the client of the Akati build. But it's not just Dan. There's a huge demand for this. The thing is, I'm not doing it to take anybody away, right? So I'm not doing it to if I created an Akati build, like an Akati gym, and that was it, then it would be catering just only to exclusive people. I still have AKA Thailand, which is catered to everybody. And as you can see from our TripAdvisor and our ratings, it's one of the highest rated gyms in the world. So it's that gym is enough for catering to everyone who wants to even dream about, for people, accountants and people who have normal jobs that have never trained in their life, to people who are, semi interested in training and athletic, to amateur fighters, to professional fighters. Everybody can come to AKA Thailand. So I've already provided something for them. This is something I'm providing to the elite because there is a void for it. There's a void, and hanging out with guys like Dan Bilzerian and I know a lot of people in my network are millionaires and billionaires, and they have a lot of money, and they love this type of thing. They love this type of exclusivity. And so for me, it's not that hard of a thing to build a Akati now that I built the foundation of AKA Thailand. I already have the land, I already have the gym, I already have the infrastructure, I already have well, not the construction of that obviously, but the infrastructure of AKA Thailand. I have over 50 employees, something like 54 employees working for me that are doing all the administration, the training, the day-to-day, the cleaning. So I have an army of staff. So it's not much more to build this. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm building it from scratch, which would be something really risky. I have the land, I have the ability, I have the staff, we have the foundation built. So I'm just adding it as an option. And I think it's going to be an interesting option because I can't go in details for who it's for and how it's going to be used and who can do it and pricing and all that. I'm not going to go into all that because that's stuff that will come out later.
Sure.
But there's a lot of cool things about it that aren't just about, it's not about just making money. You know what I mean? In fact, it's going to be catered to people where I'm going to make no money for, a majority of the clients that come in. Like there's a lot more to it. There's a bigger picture here than what it seems like. Oh, sorry, from a business model. So I'm very excited about that, and that is my dream project. AKA Thailand's been my dream project for sure, but AKA Thailand was built, and hopefully I was hoping it would get to where it is today to enable me to be able to build this. And so we're at that stage now. Aside from the coronavirus, we did accomplish in January, February, March, obtaining everything we needed to start and allowing this thing that we built, this monster we built in Thailand to be able to now build this extension. And so this is the ultimate dream. This is where I'm going to sit back and really be proud of what I've done over here. And it's also going to be shocking and newsworthy to everyone, because like I said, the things that we're going to do, like I've only told you maybe 10% of what we're planning. Like it's going to really blow people's minds. It's going to be something completely unique, something completely different. And it's going to have features that are going to be available to our regular guests that come into AKA Thailand as well. So it's not like they're going to be completely shut out, but there will be an exclusivity part of it that will be 100% exclusive. And that's the only way to make it that way is, not budging on that fact and making it 100% exclusive.